Hello students, in this video I will cover non-trading concern or non-profit oriented business 3 problems which were asked in Osmania University May June 2024 question paper. These 3 problems are quite important, quite significant for all the universities across the India. So let's start this video and try to understand how to solve the problems of non-trading concern. The first question, short questions we have given. Show the amount of subscription to be credited to income and expenditure account and subscription received during the year 2020 we have given 25,000. Subscription outstanding as on 31/12/19, that is last year, we have given 5,000. Subscription outstanding as on 31/12/2020, that is current year, 10,000. Subscription received in advance last year 7,000. Subscription received in advance current year 5,000. This information is given and we are asked to calculate amount to be credited to income and expenditure account towards subscription. This type of question is very important. You may find in short, as well as this concept is even significant to solve the long problems even. So we will solve this problem. So when you see the answer, first we have taken subscriptions received in 2020, that is 25,000. To this we will add and deduct the relevant item to find out the amount that should be credited to income and expenditure account. This calculation is solely based on accrual system of accounting. I hope you might be knowing accrual system. So first we'll take up subscription received in 2020, that is 25,000. Subscription outstanding as on 31st December 2019. In the sense, this 5,000 which was outstanding in the last year. What is the standard assumption? The standard assumption says that it has been received in the current year. Therefore, what we have to do as per accrual system of accounting, since this belongs to 2019, we should not consider in 2020. Therefore, 5,000 which we had an outstanding amount of last year, it should be deducted. So, in less items, subscription outstanding as on 31/12/2019, 5,000. The next is subscription outstanding in the current year. Current year outstanding in the sense it be related to current year, still we did not receive, so we should add. So outstanding subscription for current year, 10,000 we have added. Subscription received in advance in the last year. Last year we have received in advance for which year? For current year. Therefore, this advance received in the last year will be added, 2019. And subscription received in advance in the current year related to 2021, therefore it should be deducted. In this way, if you do the problem, add items will be added and less items will be deducted. Therefore, finally you will get 32,000 is the final answer that should be credited to income and expenditure account towards subscription. This is the way we have to solve the problem. So we'll take up the long question. So if you see this long question, the following is the receipts and payment account of Geeta Hospital for the year ended 31st March 2019. Prepare an income and expenditure account. So we have given the receipts and payment account and adjustment. We are asked to prepare income and expenditure account. No balance sheet. So on the receipt side, you will find cash in hand, always opening cash balance, subscription received, interest, proceed from medical show. Proceeds in the sense income, revenue. On the payment side, you will find medicines that we have purchased, doctors' honorarium, fees, salaries, purchase of equipment. This is an asset. The expenses on show, balance of cash, that is closing cash balance. Further, we have provided some additional information towards 1st April 2018 and 31st March 2019. The information is outstanding subscription, last year outstanding, current year outstanding, subscription received in advance last year and current year, equipment opening balance, closing balance. Then buildings we have given opening and closing, outstanding medical expenses we have given 10,000 and 8,000. Medicines we have given outstanding, opening balance as well as closing balance. So like this we have provided the information and we are asked to solve the problem. So we'll take up how to prepare income and expenditure account. So I have taken the question again. If you see the answer, we will start with first payment side, medicines. So to medicines consumed, always in case of medicines, stationery, sports material, we have to calculate how much material has been consumed. How to calculate that? Opening medicines, we have given opening balance of medicines, we have given 8,810. To this we have to add purchases made in the current year and we have to deduct closing medicine balance, that is stock balance. Then we will get medicines utilized or consumed during the year. So if you see, we had an opening balance of 8,810 which is given in the question, that is 1/4/2018 balance. To this add purchases we did. On the payment side, if you see, medicines, by medicines we have 30,590. This is the amount that we have paid towards the purchase of medicines in the current year. So that we have added, and we have given closing medicines in adjustment, that is 9,740, that we have deducted. So we got 29,660. This is the amount of medicines that we have consumed during the current financial year. Then to doctors honorarium, it is an expenditure. To salaries is an expenditure. To PT expenses is an expenditure. The show is also an expenditure we have considered. If you come on the income side, by subscriptions, we have taken 44,996. That subscriptions that we have received in the current year is 44,996. To this, outstanding subscription we had in the last year, that is 2,400. In the sense, this subscription standing in the last year, what is the standard assumption that we have received in the current year? So this should be deducted. So 2,400 outstanding of the last year that we have deducted. And subscriptions received in advance, when did we receive? In the current year, that we have deducted. These two items were deducted and added. Current year outstanding subscription, that is 2,800 were added, and subscription received in advance in the last year related to current year, that is added. So finally we got amount towards subscription is 45,196 rupees. Then by interest is an income, by proceed from medical show, that is income that we have generated from medical show. Once we close this account, the balancing figure we get 9,775, that is surplus that we have generated. So this is the simple way we can easily solve any problem. So I hope you understood. We'll take up the last question. This is second question given under option. So if you see this question, we are asked to prepare income and expenditure account and balance sheet from the following receipts and payment account. So we have provided balance sheet, assets and liabilities. This balance sheet is the opening balance sheet, and we have given receipts and payment account. On the liabilities side, you will find capital fund, subscription received, outstanding expenses, loan. On the asset side, we find building, outstanding subscription, locker rent and cash. And if you see, the cash balance is 20,000. With this cash balance, that is opening cash balance 1/1/2015, we are starting our receipts and payment account. In the sense, the balance sheet which we have provided is the opening balance sheet. This is the current year, that is 2015 receipts and payment account. On the receipt side, we will find subscription 2014, 15, 16, last year, current year and future year, entrance fee, locker rent, miscellaneous incomes. On the payment side, we find expenses last year which we paid, current year which we paid 4,000. Loan we have given, then interest 800 and miscellaneous expenses 400 and closing cash balance is 16,800. This information we have provided, and we are asked to prepare closing balance sheet as well as income and expenditure account. So if you see the answer, I have already prepared. I will show you, I will explain you. So first we'll see the income and expenditure account, and parallelly we will solve the balance sheet even. So if you see income and expenditure account, we start from receipts and payment account. If you see the subscriptions, subscription by subscription, we have clearly mentioned the subscription of 2015 4,200. So we don't take any subscription of last year and future year. We take only subscription related to current year, that is 4,200. And if you see the balance sheet, that is opening balance sheet, there you will find on the liability side subscription received in advance. Last year we have received the subscription advance 1,200 related to current year. Therefore we have added this 1,200. So 4,200 plus 1,200 together 5,400 is the subscription income in the current financial year, that is 2015 we have taken. But what to do subscription of 14 and 16? Subscription of 14, if you see the outstanding subscription were how much on the asset side of the balance sheet, we have 760 rupees is outstanding. Of those 760 rupees, we have received only 400. Still outstanding is 360 rupees. That 360 rupees, if you see on the balance sheet asset side, we have taken as outstanding subscription still. we have to receive related to 2014. So that's the reason why outstanding subscription of 2014 760 minus received in 2015 400, still outstanding 360. Until we receive, it will be shown on the balance sheet asset side. And subscription received 2016, that is 300, that we have taken as a liability, that is subscription received in advance. In future we don't receive. Income always received in advance is treated as a liability, bear in mind. So subscription received in advance 2016 is 300 taken on the liability side. I hope this clarity you got. Now the next item is entrance fee. So if you see the entrance fee, there is no adjustment, directly entrance fee income we have considered. Then next item is locker rent. Locker rent, there is a adjustment. So adjustment in the sense some information available in the opening balance sheet, that itself is an adjustment. So locker rent current year is how much locker rent we have paid, that is we have received is 1500 we have received locker rent. In the sense we might be providing locker services to our what we call subscribers or our members. They might be paying certain rent. So that is an income for us. So locker rent is 1500 we have provided. If you see the opening balance sheet, there you will find on the asset side locker rent outstanding. In the sense still we have to receive 480. So what is the standard option? That 480 has been received in the current year. So that we have deducted outstanding locker rent of the last year presumed as received in the current year. Therefore once we deduct, we got 1020 rupees as the locker rent related to current year. Next, after locker rent we have miscellaneous incomes. So miscellaneous receipts, that is 8000 is an income. So this is the what we call income side. Now we will come to the payment side, that is expenditure. So if you see the payment side of the receipts and expenses of 2014 and 15. So we consider only 15 expenses, that is 4000, since we are preparing income and expenditure account for the 2015 only. What about the 2014 income and expenditure? This expenditure related information we don't have, therefore we did not consider. So when you come to the expenses side, first we'll take up the 2015 expenditure that we have paid in the current year, that is 2015, that is 4000 is the expenditure. What about last year? We don't consider last year expenditure, but we have to align with the adjustment given in the balance sheet. What is that adjustment given? Outstanding expenses 2800 we have given in the balance sheet on the liability side. Now we paid only 2400, still how much is payable? 400 is payable. Therefore on the liability side of the balance sheet you will find expenses outstanding 2800 related to 14 minus expenses already paid 2400. So still outstanding 400. Until we pay this 400, it should be retained as a liability. This is the expenditure treatment, same as we did for the subscription. The next item on payment side is loan. Loan 8000. In the sense loan 8000 we paid off. So opening loan balance in the balance sheet, if you see opening balance sheet 10,000 we had. Out of 10,000 we paid 8,000. So what is the leftover loan balance? 2,000. That's the reason why on the liability side 10,000 minus loan paid off 8,000, remaining loan is 2,000 will be shown. Next item is interest, which we have paid 800. So interest is an expenditure we have taken on the expenditure side 800. Then miscellaneous expenditure 4,000 that we have taken. Then closing cash balance we have. How much? 16,800 that we have taken on the asset side as closing cash balance. Then from the last year balance sheet, buildings we have taken 60,000. Capital is given in the last year balance sheet 67,240. Once we close this income and expenditure account, we got a balancing figure that is 7,220, that is surplus. This surplus is a current year surplus that we have added to opening capital. Then we got 74,460 is the capital fund plus surplus. Then subscription received in advance of 2016 is a liability. Expenses outstanding we have already discussed. Loan we have already discussed, the liabilities part. When you come to the assets we have already discussed. So like this our balance sheet is also getting tallied. So this is the precise way how to do the problems. This concept of non-trading concern is very important. Confirm you will find 2 questions. So across the India, any university will ask these type of questions only. You can easily solve if you follow the my channel. I hope I have given you clarity regarding the non-trading concern. I wish you all the best. Thanks for watching the video. Do subscribe my channel, Mentor the Trusted Guide, and motivate me to make more qualitative and informative videos. Thank you very much.